Hello and welcome, my friends. This week has been a bit of a roller coaster, going from training days to resting, to training days and back to resting, being cautious not to force this illness further. This week I'm weighing in at 212.4 pounds, so even while battling some sort of illness, I have made progression. Welcome to another episode of Awakening Hercules. Hello, my friends. It is back day today.
And over the weekend, I did that Thanksgiving run. If you guys saw the vlog, you know what I'm talking about. But essentially, I was around a ton of people. There was like 1,000 cups of water being poured. I don't know who was touching what and stuff. So I think I may have caught like a slight bit of a bug from drinking out of the water cups there. And over the weekend, I wasn't sure if I was getting sick, if I wasn't getting sick. So I played it kind of cautiously. I took a couple of rest days. I only worked out like I believe once this weekend. And today is Monday and I'm here hitting back. But I am being careful because I'm not sure if I'm in the clear or if I might actually still be able to get sick. So I took it kind of easy today. Now, like I've been telling you guys on chest, I've been taking it a little bit lighter and a little bit more control. With back, I'm still feeling pretty strong, so I start with a strong set. I start with my strongest set, which here at Fitness 101 or the layer is the whole stack on the lat pull down machine with the close grip. So that's 250 pounds. I believe I got it for 6 reps and it was relatively clean and a little bit jerky, but it was all right. And then from that point on, I lowered the weight probably about like 90, 80 pounds, something like that, and then really focused on the contraction, like I've been telling you guys, the contraction, the speed of tempo, and really feeling my lats get pumped. Because when you're doing strength, like you can feel your lats, you can feel all that working, but you aren't getting that strong pump, you aren't feeling those muscles harden up. So I like to hit those strength sets and then go on to those hypertrophy sets and really feel my lats lighten up, really fire and engage, and then I can move on throughout my back day with already fired up lats. Like I told you guys last week, I want to update you guys on other things than just my lifts, and this week I want to update you guys on my scoliosis. If you don't know, I do have a slight spinal deviation somewhere around here, so my thoracic spine, but you know, on the back side obviously, and it causes my left shoulder to be higher than my right shoulder, causing me to have asymmetry when I'm doing exercises or just in general with my physique. So I have to keep a tight eye on that, and I have to try to rehab that. What I do to rehab that, at least one of the things that I do, is called a dead man hang. You may remember this if you've been with the channel for a really long time, but you might not have seen that episode from, I think it was a year and a half ago. Essentially, all you're doing is you're just grabbing the pull-up bar, just like if you're gonna actually do a pull-up. So, you know, maybe just outside of your shoulder width, grab it real tight with your hands, and then you're just gonna let your body relax, essentially. Squeezing tight with your arms, keeping your lats engaged, but then you're gonna let your spine decompress. And essentially, what I'm hoping this does is the weight of my legs, the weight of my trunk and everything is pulling my spine apart and allowing those vertebrae to decompress a bit and hopefully start to realign. Now, I know I'm not a chiropractor, it's not gonna fix everything, but I feel like it's a decent thing to do on a common basis if you do have back troubles. At least for me, that's what I like to do. Of course, what I should be doing is going to a chiropractor, which is coming up in the future. I'm going to be making some appointments like that. But I just want to keep you guys updated on what I'm doing, you know, after my back days, just to decompress my spine and hopefully kind of rehab or at least keep it from getting worse. So I am a little bit sick, and I'm not like full-blown sick where I'm throwing up, having the fever, headaches and stuff like that. I'm just slightly over my temperature right now. I'm at, instead of 98.6, I'm at 99.3 the last time I checked. So I don't feel good enough to go to the gym. I feel like if I go to the gym, I'm going to just wreck myself. So I'm actually taking today off. I've taken a few days off over the weekend, and actually it's ended up being a good thing because it's kind of forced me to take a little bit of a rest week. Yeah, you hear my birds in the background, it's crazy, huh? But really, though, taking a few days off of the gym has actually helped me massively. I needed it. As you guys know, I've had a few injuries, a little bit of a tense shoulder. I especially had this outer pec thing that was really bothering me, especially when I was trying to, you know, progress on bench and whatnot. And this is actually feeling so much better. Like what was happening when I would flex my chest just like this, just sitting here, I could feel it lighting up. And right now I can flex my chest as hard as I want and I'm not feeling it at all. So that is really good. One of the things that I have been doing is I've been using this time to rehab. You know, whenever you're sick, you should at least try to do something, stretch, do some fascia rolling, something like that. So I've been fascia rolling, but I've also been doing some pinpoint fascia release. And I feel like this vibration, this thing's a little vibration thingy. I think that it's been helping too because it's like a fascia release with a vibration. But anyways, what I do is I just turn it on. By the way, I got this at Brookstone, and I just put it right on my outer pec and I push really hard onto it. And you can adjust the temperature or the power and it'll push a little harder. So basically I just lay there and I just push this right into the right into the bottom of my shoulder and the outside of my pec, and it's been really helping. Like when I push really deep, it hurts, but it feels a lot better once I'm done actually releasing my fascia.
Sleep is so simple, yet I feel like it's so overlooked, and it's not a factor that people really judge as a huge thing when it comes to growth, bodybuilding, fitness, and doing better and progressing, but it is one of the biggest factors, and I think it's one of the things that people mess up the most. So here's some tips that I get. So here's how I approach sleep. It's very simple. First off, one of these things is one of the most glorious things you can buy in the world. If you have any like light that comes into your window or anything and it wakes you up in the morning, get one of these and it'll be pitch black anytime. You could sleep in the middle of the day. If you need some naps or something like that, you could sleep anytime with one of these, and they're like $6. Another thing that I do personally that really helps me get more sleep is take melatonin. And that's not for everybody, but personally I've been taking melatonin for years and it helps me so much. When I don't have melatonin, it's still good sleep. Like it's not like I can't sleep, but melatonin always gives me like that deep, when I wake up feeling like refreshed sleep. Basically, I just take 3 milligrams about half an hour before I go to bed, and it's great. That's pretty much it. It's one of the cheapest supplements for you to buy. You can get it from anywhere. It really doesn't matter what brand it is because it's very easy to make, so you don't really have to worry about the quality, but 3 milligrams should help you a lot. And the last and most important thing with sleep is figure out how many hours you need. Personally, I need 8 hours to perform my best at the gym, and maybe it's 7 for you, maybe it's 6 for you, who knows what it is, but find out where you feel the best physically, where you feel the most able-bodied and capable to do work at the gym. And with me, that's 8 hours. So the thing that I do, and what you should do as well, is think about what time do I have to wake up tomorrow? Okay, I have to wake up at 8 o'clock. That means I should definitely be in bed by 11:30 tonight, so I can lay there for about half an hour, be asleep by 12, and then get 8 hours, or whatever the time limit is for you. Make sure that you set yourself up to be able to sleep as long as you need. And the last thing that's gonna help you sleep so much better is turn this thing off before you go to bed. About half an hour before you go to bed, stop looking at this really bright light from your iPhone, from your computer, from your TV. Turn all those electronics off and allow yourself to just relax. Literally take all the electricity out of your life, and you are gonna be able to calm your brain down, calm your central nervous system down, because this stuff is tricky. You know, your body's not made to actually look at electric lights, but then you get used to it and stuff, but it ruins the way you set yourself up for sleep. So turn them off about half an hour before you go to bed, and it's gonna help you so much.
I'd like to talk to you about my thoughts of the last week. While I would have rather trained with more consistency and more intensity, this slight bit of sickness, or at least the scare of sickness, has allowed me to give you a slightly different video this week. But seriously though guys, I really enjoyed being able to show you some of the things I do to rehab my scoliosis, as well as some of the injuries I have, as well as show you just like kind of an insight into how I look at one of the factors of bodybuilding or gaining muscle or just fitness in general, which is sleep. I was really excited to show you guys how I set up my sleep. So just a little bit more clarification as far as the sickness goes. Over the weekend at the Thanksgiving thing, I was drinking a bunch of water out of other people's cups and stuff, so I think that's where I got the germ. But essentially, I don't feel super sick. I'm just like on that tipping point where I'm not sure if going to the gym is going to force me into being sick, because when I hit that back day you guys saw earlier, after that back day I felt really good, but then 2 hours after that back day, I was like just out of it. And even now I still don't feel 100%, so I'm playing it a little bit cautious, but hopefully, you know, by tomorrow or the next day, Friday, I'll be able to get right back into training intensity. But it was really good to take a full rest week. I can definitely see the benefits from doing that. I was really happy, however, with how much I ate this week. I felt like I demolished it, I killed it, even while not feeling 100%. I was like, you know what, dude, I can't fall off my calories. I have to continue gaining weight. I have to disprove the myth that people can't gain weight while being vegan, because you can. It's not that hard. You just got to eat a bunch of food. So I've been doing well, getting that 4,000, even sometimes 4,500,000. That's a lot of calories. 4,500 calories, but it's been helping me gain weight. As you guys saw, I went up a little bit this week. I'm super stoked about how my physique is looking lately, and hopefully I can continue this trend of getting up there with the weight. I think we have about 10 weeks or so until I start the cut, so I want to make sure that I can put on hopefully another 5 to 10, maybe a little bit more pounds, and that would be awesome to end my bulk at. Last thing before I end the episode, a lot of you guys have been asking in the comments below if I have any open coaching spots available. Yes, I do have some open spots, so if you are interested in being coached by Hercules himself on gaining muscle, losing fat, or really reaching any of your goals, you know, whether that's jumping higher, sprinting faster, whatever it is, send me an email at humorsfitness@gmail.com, just like the channel, humorsfitness@gmail.com, and I'll give you the details on that. It's $200 for 8 weeks of coaching, $25 a week, and I
guarantee you will be progressing towards your goals. You'll really be making progress. You'll be having that peace of mind that you are doing things correctly, and hopefully we can get you to your goals.
I appreciate all the support that you give this gladiator. You keep me ambitious, you keep me working hard, you keep me progressing forward, and you give me all the positivity in the comments. I appreciate that more than you could ever imagine. Hopefully, I can continue impressing you next week with more weight gain, but we will see in another episode of Awakening Hercules.